finally back. After about 2000 years, we finally are back with some FGO Thirstday. Potato got a PC now. I'm super happy for him, and thank you so much, Potato, to take time and make these things happen. And yeah, with that, let us dive into FGO Thirstday once again. It was such a long time ago since I did an FGO Thirstday, so I needed to check one of my old videos how I did set everything up. Oh my god, I am so rusty with this. But honestly, I am also super excited to be back reading FGO materials like this. It's always been a blast to do that because you get so much more knowledge and just in depth about the different characters and all of that. And the very first one is Lancelot, Saber, aka Daddylot. Ah, Daddy. I'm still kind of sad that Lancelot is not a Lancer. His name is not Saberlot. I'm just saying. I have to say though, Lancelot is I think that is a really cool name actually, you know? It's a cool name. It is a knight name, I'm just saying. It's a knight. Look at the boy, man. Look at the dude. Honestly, I like Lancelot, man. Both that he is really good in the game, but also like design wise and all of that. And I do like the fact that Mashu just diss him all the time. It's kind of fun. And the purple armor, the Berserker is. I like the Berserker as well. That was such a. I remember when I watched Fate Zero and Berserker Lancelot, I was like, wait, what? That Lancelot? Oh no! Oh no! That's cool. That's really cool. And then we have the sword. Wasn't Aurundite it was called? That is a really cool sword. When you think about it, holding that sword with one hand like that, dude, it can't be light. It must be really heavy. Dude, it is a sick armor, man. It is a sick armor. Holy crap. I love armors like that. It is so cool. Class Saber, true name Lancelot, gender male, Malay, source legend of King Arthur, region, Britain, or if he's a little bit dirty, Britain. England is very dirty. Alignment, lawful good, height 191, ooh, he's pretty tall actually, weight 81 kilos, parameters, in material, wait, what? In material in game. Jaha, wait, what? Why are they different? What? Okay. Strength, boob, constitution, boob, agility, ass, magic, boob, luck, NPS. Okay, yeah, dude, that is actually a really good stat. Holy crap, man. That's some good shit right there. And in game though, he has higher constitution, a little bit lower agility, and lower magic, but increased luck and NP. What? An MPA plus plus? That's insane! What? Jesus, jeez! Holy crap, that's a lot. Setting creation, Hikashide, Yuichiro, Nasukinoko, character design, Shima drill. Who are they drilling? Okayo Ryotaro. Fate Grand Order, class skills. Magic resistant base. Magic resistant gained by means of a ring amulet. Invalid magic with chant 3 versus or less. It's hard to damage him even with great thaumaturg or ritual spells. Goddamn. Wait, so he has a ring amulet that gives him like this magic resistance? That is awesome, man. I want that. Riding B, the ability for riding, capable of operating most rides with above average capacity. However, he cannot ride a beast on the rank of monstrous beast and holy beast. Dude, what? We could have a rider Lancelot. That would be cool, right? Now we already have 2 Lancelots, so I don't think we need any more, to be honest. I feel like 2 is like, of one character is like, yeah, now it's enough, you know? I feel like that would be like, yeah, that's okay. Not like how we ending up with like 59 different like Sakura, Saber and all that. And the thing is, I do like Sakura and I do like Saber and all that, but it takes away kind of like the charm of the characters and the uniqueness when there are like so many of them, you know? You know? Maybe it's just me. I mean, if it's probably me. Personal skills. Knight of the Lake. A. He was raised from infancy by the Lady of the Lake. Do that, he is constantly affected by her blessing. Moist. He using this skill is able to temporarily add a plus to any perimeters other than luck, something doubling. What? Holy crap! Okay, that is an really insane skill there. Holy crap! Eternal Arms Martial A+, that is really high. A martial skill that reached the status where one can boast of being peerless in an apparent age. By means of a perfect unification of the mind, technique and body, even when affected by a sort of influence of mental restriction, he is capable of demonstrating perfect combat capability. Damn, bro. Honestly, I love to read the skills like this. In the game, it's like, oh yeah, this give you crit stars, this give you more crit damage, but here you actually get like, yeah, why he has it, and more like lore-wise about it, like, oh yeah, because he's so peerless, like, phew. A knight does not die with empty hands. That sounds handy. A+. Knight of Owner, normally noble phantasm instead of... What? An ability or noble phantom that grants the attribute of a noble phantom to anything that he holds. Yeah, like... Fate Zero there, yeah. Be it an Aeropole or an aircraft fighter, it will be treated as a D-rank noble phantasm. NP version has A++, important? Yeah, that sounds... Yeah. That is weird. Wasn't MP super high? But then again, I guess that is not the MP per se. It's more like a passive MP, and not like the chainsaw thing going on there. But honestly, that is really insane. Imagine that anything you pick up become a D-rank noble phantasm. Oh, I'm picking up this laser pointer, and now it actually can kill. Melt through steel. Dude, that is insane, actually. And that was something I really loved with Berserker Lancelot. Like, he just took, a lamppost or fucking military jet and just made it his weapon. Honestly, that is such a cool concept. I love that. Oh, God. Protection of the Spirit. A. The ability to call upon preferential luck in a critical situation means a blessing from a spirit. Activation is only possible on the battlefield, performing feats of arms. What about the legs? Thought about those? No, you didn't, because you just thought about arms. You have the right to bear arms. Oh, God. Noble Phantasm, Arondite, Unfading Light of the Lake. Rank A, anti-unit, range 1, 2. What is the range? Is it meters? Is it centimeters? Is it inches? Is it kilometers? I mean, I assume it's literally right in front of you, because that's how it works. You know, you just go up there. But it kind of like range 1, 2, like 1 to 2. What? What kind of range is it? I don't know. This is so fucking like, yeah. How long is the thing? 10 to 15. Okay. Is it centimeters? Is it meters? Is it kilometers? Should I be worried? Oh, God. Yes, me being as I am. I'm sorry about that. Arondite. The moment he draws out his sword, all his parameters are increased by what? What? Furthermore, due to the anecdote of Dragon Extermination, he deals additional damage against heroic spirits with draconic attribute. Wait, doesn't that mean that he do more damage on Saber? Thielen, the one the Berserker version has is ++, A+, and the Saber version loses the same throw, success rate double. Important? What? The Saber... Hello, Shanley. How you doing, sweetie? And the Saber loses Saber. I mean, I love the fact... I mean, this is literally like something from D&D. And my God, cat. I'm trying to read here. Potat. Initially, it was written as his whole parameter is increased by 1 rank, but I had no idea if that was correct or what it meant, so I changed it what it reads now. So it's a thing that makes more sense, and it's probably what it was meant initially. Yeah, probably. And that is just insane. Imagine just all your fucking stats just... That is really bonkers. No wonder it's an A++ Noble Phantasm. Arondite Overload. Breaking all restraints, overflowing light of the Lake. Lucky Lake. I know it's lake, but Lucky sounds fun. And Shanley, I'm trying to talk here, you know. Yeah, come up here. Yeah, you little shit lord. Yeah, disturbing me when I'm trying to record and work here. Anti-unit, 500 people. Oh god, you almost flipped my cam there. Please don't do that. Aeronite overload. Bestow an overload to the unfading light of the lake, then unleashing their loaded magic energy in the source blade. Transforming it in attack due to the usage method being different from how it originated, it puts an intense burden on Lancelot's body. In Fate Go, it's used against a single enemy, but originally it's a noble phantom used against an enemy's army. Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Really? I just imagine that instead of like he focusing it, so instead of like swiping and it just obliterate an army, it is just an strike, focusing all that energy into one person. Fuck it up. TLN, in-game version has the repurposing as an attack instead of transforming it in an attack. So with Aeronite Overload having max 50 range and 5 on target practically identical with Balmung Sword Beam, presumably the original use is to bestow an overloading on Aeronite, but not intentionally reining it in. An overloading Aeronite, but not intentionally reining it in, which is the anti-army part, where an anti-unit part is releasing when it's slash its target. Oh, so to have like literally 2 parts. Oh, that is really bonkers, man. Personally, first pronounce Watashi. Character. He loves justice. Just ice. Not fire, just ice. Respect women. What? Nah, don't respect women. Respect women instead. Of course, respect everyone. Well, except the shitlords. I have my eyes on the shitlords. But I was gonna say, you know what? Valuigian warrior as females would be wham. Oh god. And detests evil. Okay, that's good. He's fond of righteous path, unforgiving towards cowardly behavior, and always behave in pride. Isn't he kind of coward though, because he doesn't like face his the problems he caused or his kid and all of that ish? If I remember right, I don't, so ignore that. The perfect existence that embodied the way of the knights. However, the pure nobility and too serious of dignity of his easily invites misunderstanding and envy. Heroes possess both side of light and shadow aspect within them, but Lancelot can be said constantly to consist only of the side of light. Wow! So pure! God damn it, bro. God damn it. That is pretty bright, I will say. As he is a noble and upright knight, as a servant he can be said to be the exactly ideal existence. However, he never personally involves himself deeply in regards to servant-master's relationship. Therefore, one can feel annoyance toward his behavior that serves while drawing a line. I mean, isn't that what it's supposed to be? Like, yeah, it's just a business. We are acquaintances. We're just what do you call it? We deal. We're just working partners, so to speak. History of the picture. In the legend of King Arthur, he is the greatest and most commanding knight within the Round Table, unlike the square and the triangle table, where the other knights really did suck. The entire geometric tables are a fucking mess. His competence surpassed even King Arthur himself, and there was even his feat of 1-on-1 fight against Gawain, who demonstrated threefold power during daylight, where Lancelot continuously fought for several hours. What? Competent and popular, he is one of the most prominent figures of the Round Table. However, his immoral love with Guinevere, King Arthur's queen, the secret of King Arthur's birth, and him having no choice but to turn his sword against those he once deemed friends. All manners of tragic fate had brought doom upon him. So much for being the side of light. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fuck my king and my friend's wife. What can go wrong? Yeah, that's not good at all. I'm actually surprised we don't have Guinevere in the game FGO. I think that would be really cool, actually. That could be really, really just awesome. And Morgana, what's it called? The evil one, right? Morgana, the bad one, the witch. Morgana Le Fay, was it right? And Lady of the Lake would also be cool. God damn it. There were so many characters they could do, but instead they go and continue with like more of the same thing. Oh, please don't do that. Give us something new. Give us new. Or another Blackbeard at least. But just one, then it's good. We don't need more. I'm just saying. Speech example. Of the round table, Azul Knight, Lancelot, in the name of the king, I shall restrain the enemy. Resist, and I shall show no mercy. You may submit or you may oppose. Do as your conviction demands you. I simply wish for my king to judge the lawbreaker that I am. If I may have one wish towards the Holy Grail, that is my wish. Nay, it is simply that I have spotted a beautiful lady far in distance. Thus I promptly... God damn it, Lance. Keep your lance in your pants. Yeah. That's something. And honestly, it is kind of interesting though to see like how much of his character is this kind of suffering, to be honest. Like, please, and that we got especially in F8 Zero, we got to see about Lancelot Berserker and how he's literally consumed by this guilt and wanted to be punished, which can be very kinky as well. And also the fact that he fought that, I forgot to mention that because I got so sidetracked by everything else, but that he fought against Gawain for several and Lancelot is just a 3-star. Gawain and Arthur is Artoria is a 5-star. Poor Lancelot, get fucked, man. Not easy to be Lance. The picture in FGO, the type of Lancelot that is perhaps close to how he was during his life. An ideal knight. To say that he's the strongest knight among the round table will not be sophisticating. Will be no sophistication. Nani? That's a word. He is able to hold conversation with Gawain, Tristan, or Bedivere, no different than when he was alive. To his regret, when it comes to Mordred, he saw her bare face for the first time and ended up hesitating to talk to her. Hey, why is it like? Oh no. Why? It's kind of awkward. It is a similar situation related with Master Carolite, but with her, it's better to say that he ended up gazing affectionately towards the spirit foundation existing deep within her. Aww. Connection with other characters. Artoria. This is an honor. This time I'm not mistaken. This is a place I shall offer my sword. Kinky. Mashu. We should have neither bond nor connection, yet I feel one as such. I see. It does seem that he done this duty magnificently. For now, I shall simply quietly take pride in... Dude, that sounds like a really kinky stuff going on there. I'm just thinking pride in, like, Full Metal Alchemist or in something like that. I should... Pride! I will take you! Please be gentle. That was the biggest sword I ever felt. Gawain, naturally an intimidating friend of mine. I'm truly glad for another chance to once again fight side by side with him. However, while that may be the case, no matter how many times we do battle, I shall certainly be the one to emerge victorious. Indeed. Tristan. Very well, Sir Tristan. Let us put that matter to another place. In the dining room and the hallways, let us speak nothing but heroic tales. Mordred. Wait. Am I putting my thoughts in order? I'm putting my first... that's weird. Comment from Illustrator. It came up in a previous discussion where the white armor version of Sir Lancelot takes off his helmet and shows us his long hair during the second ascension. When he gets to that form, I want to draw him a rough design, but then I was told to do him with a feeling of Yankee who repents to cut off his hair. Dude, Lancelot with long hair. That would be kind of hot. So at the various design, his arm and his hair taken out, and the result settled down to his current form. Please stay as a father who will never raise his head to his daughter. Raise his head to his daughter. What? Is that? Please. What? What? Raise his head? Huh? Do you mean head? What? I'm not entirely sure what that means, but honestly, I would love to see Lancelot with long hair. That's not really nice. But yeah, seriously, Lancelot is. I think he's a good character, man. He's not like my favorite or the best one, but I do like him, you know. Especially when the few times he appears and act with like Mash and all that. I think that's pretty fun. And then we have the potato. I'm back. Yes, Potato is back. I know everyone missed me and my needless rants on their first day, and maybe missed first day a little bit, of course. I can't promise I will be able to keep up with first day every single week, but I will try my best to keep up with Lano's high demand. The life of Lano's slave is a harsh one. Ah, shut up! You get food every second week, and get to see the sunlight once a month for about 2 minutes. Don't complain. And don't worry, I am taking care of my slaves by the standards of Slave International. Also, my PC ain't high-tech enough, so I will try to get ahead so long we always have some first day, even if my PC breaks down again by chance. Anyway. Aw, man. Still, man, I wish I could fucking just cheat you a new super PC, Potato. Fuck me. You deserve it. You're doing a lot here, seriously helping out doing this. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. You still won't get out of the dungeon, though. I'm just saying. They really wrote down only the basic info needed for profile, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Then again, it is his second time showing up. Don't worry though, I'm sure all the other 28 Artorial profiles will be barren just like this one. Am I right? Just as I said, we have so many of them, we don't need more. Interestingly enough, it seems Saber does not possess the same transformation MP that Circlot has. Yeah, that is some only Circlot seem to have. I kinda wish we got a prettier design on his face and they let him keep his long hair. Since Circlot is essentially an utter disappointment. Currently his art looks like Lancelot got his face violently bashing with a frying pan until it was completely flat. I don't think I knew before that Arrow can release anti-armor beams, let alone one seamless bombing, so that's new info to me. Yeah, that is pretty bonkers. And now we need to check... Yeah, he has a very, like, frowny face. I think that is what it's making him looking, like, very, like, flat, so to speak. Like he been fried pan in the face. Oh, God. But though, seriously, I would love to see him with long hair. I think that would be really cool and really fitting, I guess, because... I don't know. Long hair is pretty neat, actually. Both of them dudes and... Dude, there is something I personally have come to feel, realization, I guess. That I really do like long hair on dudes and short hair on gals. I don't know why. There is something about that I just like. Then again, I mean, long hair on gals and short hair on dudes is also fine. It's just that I find that a little bit extra. Yeah, that is what I would say. But yes, seriously though, I like Lancelot. I would love to see more of him in the game. I do hope we get a little bit more like story-wise with like Mashu and Lancelot. I think that would be really interesting to see that continue on. But I guess we're gonna see that in the future. And that was Lancelot. So next one is Tristan, aka Despacito Man. So sad night. Sir, can I stop being flanderized? So sad night. Sir, can I stop being flanderized? I'm a Despacito Man. Okay, I don't know the lyrics or anything like that, but so sad night. We need to make an entire song of that. Oh my god. Honestly though, I like Tristan's design, I will have to say. First of all, I love redheads. It's just a fact. I love redheads. And he has long hair. And is a dude. That's not only the reason though, but also I will say, I always love characters that have these like closed eyes. Like you're getting these kind of, first of all, you're getting this very mysterious about them. Like for example, a good example is Jin from Bleach, and many other characters like that. And the moment they open and you really see their eyes, you know, like, oh, I am fucked. And I think that that is something I always love. And like, oh damn, now they are serious. Now you are fucked. I always like that. That is, yeah. Fuck me, I haven't realized they have literally a sword in front of him there. Well, at his belt, this very long, thin sword. It's like a, or is it a sword? Is it arrow? Maybe. Honestly, because it's a very odd sword. Then again, I mean, he is an archer, so we know archers don't use bows. But he has a very nice armor. Oh, I like armors, man. Honestly. Though that bow feels like very like World of Warcraft. And all the street. I do like the idea though, you know. It's like a bard combined with a ranger in like D&D or something like that. I think that is really cool. I like that. Class Archer, true name Tristan, a melee, legend of King Arthur, Tristan and his soul, the Britain, lawful good, 186, 78 kilos. Parameters: strength, constitution, boob sized, agility, ass. Yes. Magic B, luck E, and PA. Dude, seriously, all they feel like, I assume like all the knights have really good stats. Like Jesus Christ. Higashida Yoshiro, Uchijama Koki as the voice actor. Huh? Wait, Kinoko wasn't part of. Nasu wasn't a part of making this? Well, Tristan? Really? Interesting. Magic Resistant B. God. Invalid magic with chant 3 verses or less. It is hard to damage him even with the great thaumaturgy or ritual spells. Independent action B. The ability to act independently for a period even if magic energy supply from master is severed. Severed. At B rank, even if he loses master is able to stay materialized for a period of 2 days. Yeah, that's 2 days. Personal skill, Harp of Healing. C. A musical performance to make use of the bowstring on his noble phantasm. Suppress allies' mental disturbance while opponents lose their fighting spirit. Ooh, that is pretty good actually. It is like literally a bard doing like. Okay, they don't play like that, but you're getting the idea. Unblessed birth. Okay, to be born of ill fate. He was called Tristan, the child of sorrow, for grief follows him ever since his birth. By means of his singing voice, filled with lamentation, it provides an additional bonus to his musical performance. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Holy crap. Admonition towards the King of Knights. The king understands not of a human heart. The decisive trauma that was engraved on the King of Knights. In the legend, it was a severely heart-rending admonition. I got my brain hurt reading that. And yet the Knight of the Round Table summoned a servant unmercifully declares so. Nay, we truly know not what manner of thing you are guilty of. The words he left at the very end was an excessively cruel remark. Tristan himself severely regrets uttering those words. Ah. I mean, then again, that was the entire thing, though, that Artoria kind of is very machiney, so to speak. I would say. Weakness, poison, D. What? In the legend, he was weakened by poison numerous times, driven almost to death. Due to that, his resistance against poison is lower to an extent. In fact, it's fundamentally not being utilized. Wait. I don't think I actually seen anyone getting a weakness like this. Really? That is weird. That only Tristan get one like this. like, what? Wouldn't that mean that everyone else would have like, oh yeah, like, for example, um Siegfried, there we go. Fuck me, name just eluded me there for a second. Would be like weakness, spot on the back, D or something like that. Achilles, heel. But we don't see that kind of stuff there, right? Or did we? I honestly don't remember then. But yeah, I feel like it's very odd to add this just to Tristan. Like, okay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if he's weak to poison, but okay. Fail not. When you try to be naughty but fail. That sucks. Phantasmal Music of Lamentation. Anti-army, rank A, range 5 to 100, 10 person. Fail not, the bow of Tristan is loaded as the bow of true hit, but as a noble phantasm, its form simply that of frets. Utilizing the bowstring of his favorite harp, he waves about these threads and flick off the air, firing vacuum arrows. Due to the uncommon nature of the angle adjustment, the arrow velocity, and above all, the speed which he loads them, completely evasion is almost impossible, no matter how much a hero excels in speed. Honestly, that is pretty bonkers, man. It may be that to be able to pose it, one must use means such as moving out of range or form a dimensional leap. He used this thread in various ways, binding your opponent or shredding them to bits. Furthermore, in an area filled with obstacles like force and such, it can be used to prepare foot snare types of traps. The moment the enemy steps in the laid vacuum traps, they are raised midair and shot to bits. Scary. Damn, bro! Holy crap! He is like a bard and ranger combined. Jesus! This MP pronunciation is Genso, illusion of perception, but change the part with from Susu is playing an instrument. So it's like illusion, but instead of perception, it's from playing music, but still calling it Genso. So I call it Reverie music. I have no idea what that means, but well, the entire thing confused me a little bit. I gotta trust the translator. Actually, it was what he used for Phantom species, so I just changed it to that. Okay, and seriously, the shredding thing, it kind of reminds me of Kung Fu Hustle. You know, if you have watched that, you know, with the two musicians that played the string instrument and descending like sharp waves that like kill people and stuff like that, which is really brutal and kind of scary because you can't really see it, and aka you can't really like block it either, probably because it's sound. And I mean, sound can be stopped, of course, but even if you like block it by means, it can still like ripple through because it's vibration and stuff like that. So yeah, that is something. Character, even known as a child of sorrow, being a downer is a normal condition for him. I mean, aren't we all downing? Except Robert A. Downing Jr. A narcissist is slightly intoxicated with himself. Okay. However, since his circumstances are genuinely tragic, it's hard to call him up on it. Tsukomi is hard. The type that perceives things tragically and ends up thinking that every mistake is his fault. His thoughts are calm, his tactics precise. Yet when it concerns women, his reason is shaken in a good way. For example, if his master is female and someone had taken her hostage, presumably even if it's a tragedy, would still go and walk in anyway. Aw, that is so sweet of you. A member of the Knights of the Round Table. Perhaps it was due his days of wandering, to put it more accurately, it was due him being clueless from other legends of the legend King Arthur. But his loyalty to the king is not absolute, or better put, less fanatic. However, he felt deep shame for leaving his service under the king, and it was during his following service where he set his mind to be completely faithful. He is severe and without mercy against his enemies, but there is a side of him that would grieve for the enemies and shed tears for them once the battle is over. Is it not sinful of him, born without blessing, to kill those born with one? Is what he kept on thinking. Wow, dude, that is actually really depressing. Holy shit. But I can understand, I mean, when, as someone that do have depression and anxiety and shit like that, it is to get into that kind of headspace, you know, and especially if you've been in one for a very, very long time. And yeah, it sucks. It really do sucks. I think Tristan should be summoned with like Sigmund Freud or something like that and get a therapy. The character maybe not help at all. But you know what? A therapist probably would be needed for Tristan. Motives and attitude towards master. Fundamentally, he's a simple serves as a knight. In the case where the master is a female, he will courteously treat her as a princess. But if the master is male, then he will dedicate his sword for him as a king. Ah, perhaps it is to do with a massive love affair experience when he was alive. The possibility that he would fall for someone is low. However, due to his beautiful countenance, it is possible for others to fall for him instead. The so-called Dearmood type servant, but rather they just simply no chance to consequently make use of this nature of his. Should the master raise their trust for him, he would even put his life at stake to protect them. However, should the master be a wicked one instead, be they man or woman, there should be no mercy from Tristan. Oh shit, he would actually go and like, ploink, kill them. Ooh, this is a lot actually. A bit more historical depiction. Tristan is a child born from Rivalen, the king of Leonois and Blanchefleur? What? Blanchefleur? What a fucking name it. The younger sister of Mark, sovereign of Cornwall. However, their circumstances made it fitting to call him Shiloh Sorrow. To begin with, Tristan's father Rivalen had died in battle without even seeing Tristan's face. His mother, Blanchefleur, died soon after gave birth to him, right after she gave him the name Tristan, and entrusted him to Rivalen's loyal suborner, Lawyer. Afterward, Tristan ended up serving under his uncle, King Mark, as a knight. He served him well. King Mark too ended up putting deep trust in this handsome knight. However, one day Tristan fell in love with a woman known as Isolde. Aha, I remember Isolde. It was a love made to be by means of aphrodisiac. Wait, what? Yet nevertheless it was the first love Tristan the Shellstar ever experienced. One word for him to devote his life. It was a love made to be by means of Wait, what? You used what? 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 By means of What the fuck did it do? What the hell? Perhaps the tragedy lies in the fact that Isolde is the woman King Mark loved and had been sworn to marry. Due to admonition of King Mark's courtier, those who were envious of Tristan, he was inevitably forced to leave the royal court. God damn it, why is every time it's like that? And in the end, wouldn't it be better? Let Isolde then decide who she wants to be with. I mean, now of course it's royalty. Kind of interesting, I did watch an video on YouTube about it. You know, in Europe, under these times, the royal families were so fucking inbred. It's just fucking scary. God damn it. And it's so interesting because they did it because, you know, the royal blood needed to be kept, you know. They needed to be strong. But ironically, by inbreeding by the royal family like they did through the Europe, it just made their blood just much weaker, aka making actually peasants and stuff like that way more well, stronger by blood, so to speak, because yeah, you know, it became many defects and many birth defects and all of that problem. Funny. God damn it! They were crazy. Afterward, Tristan served under King Arthur as a knight of the Round Table, performing numerous deeds and feats. There he had friends. He had a king worthy for him to serve. Yet there was nobody he could love there. Tristan had been warned that burning love inside him was due to the fault of the aphrodisiac, but he fully understood that such a drug had already long passed its effectiveness. Wait, so was it Isolde that drugged him, or was it himself? Who was it? What happened there? I haven't read the story, so I'm not entirely sure. It sounds really fucked. I wouldn't be surprised though. Wouldn't be the first time. Many times they pass each other and they still continue on being torn up on the intensive ones. Over an insensitive one. It would have been so much easier were his uncle King Mark to be an evil man. However, King Mark had loved Tristan ever since the time where he served under him as a knight. To Tristan, whose countenance holds the vestige of his sister, there is no way Tristan would betray him. He then simply goes through despair day after day. Oh man, that sucks. Before long, Tristan brought down by poison he was fighting. As he lay there dying, he wished to once more be able to meet Isolde. Knowing his predicament, Isolde too left behind her position under King Mark as his wife. Should she come, then a white sail. Should she not, then a black sail. Then the other Isolde the White Hand. Huh? Isn't that literally Lord of the Rings? The Uruk-hai master. Oh no! Murmured to Tristan as he waited for the ship. A boat with black sails coming this way. It was a modest treason, a lie, uttered towards a husband who had never tried to love her, even if he had married her. Huh? Tristan accepted those words so that he could atone for what he had done to her. I am a little bit confused, to be honest. He was reunited with Isolde, yet by then it was too late. Isolde, who didn't make it in time, kissed him as his tears fell over. She had not been afraid of touching him, who had been poisoned to death, nor had she been afraid of dying herself. Aw, it's sad, though. That's sad. God damn it. Why just be sad? Speech example. Of the round table serving under King Arthur, Tristan of Lament. I have come in response to your summon. I pray that this body of mine may be used to you, by your order, master. Oh, so sorrowful. A despacito. For this self-born within sorrow, to once again let a child who had been raised and engulfed with joy die. Master, please, pay no mind to me, and simply keep on pushing through your path. This Tristan is but your attendant, one who would prune the wicked one standing in your way. But I'm crying. Probably. Oh god. Depiction in FGO. Tristan has separated himself from Knights of the Round Table before he had succumbed to poison. I understand the king was magnificent. He was fair, sincere, with no gap. No gap where human emotion can creep in. The very picture of kings of old, showing no emotion even as it is there. Maybe, just maybe, his king not mistaken. Is the king not mistaken? Ooh. Oh, this is a little bit story. Nay, maybe it's I who has mistaken the king. Perhaps it's simply an extravagant worry. Perhaps it was a speculation. However, the king had not even a splinter of feelings. Nay, it was that she simply harbored far too many feelings that she killed herself and continued on fighting. The sight of the small, thin king, it was too heartbreaking. It was tragic exactly because it was right. It was sorrowful exactly because it was right. Tristan no longer had the will nor the mind to endure such a thing. The unexpected sharp saw that uttered at the time where he separated from the Knights of the Round Table. The words towards the too many knights. And so he unknowingly bestowed a curse upon the king. Indeed, he murmured such as he left. The king understands not the human heart. Lancelot and Gawain, the equal delegates of the Round Table. The unconventional Lancelot, the grand Gawain, and Tristan, the natural airhead, in charge. Of course, Tristan himself is completely unaware of this. Ah, dude, that's really sad. That's really sad. God damn it. Connection with other characters, Lancelot. Married women are great. Yes, truly. Oh my god. Oh no. They are so cucked. I mean, yeah, damn. I mean, oh, dude, stop falling in love with married women. I'm just saying. Oh, more the verbal abuse than both. Nothing is great about this, you bloody idiots, after hearing the conversation above. Gawain. Me an airhead? Quite a joke you have there, Sir Gawain. Rather, are you not the airheaded one? Bedivere, I was sleeping during the parade. Now then, what might you be talking about? Artoria, for me to stand in front of her, that in itself is already an impertinence on my part. I have no other course of action but to fly away and escape. Cleopatra. What? Why? Melt Lilith. Mind it not. How can a knight ever abandon an owner of a beautiful soul such as yours truly? I guess so. Coming from Illustrator. When I drew Tristan a rough sketch, I scribbled a line of the line up on the Knights of the Round Table beside the manuscript. And the complete set of these guys really looks great. Really looks great. This is what I thought. Then I checked the gathered materials, line up the characters, and put the finishing touch for his last ascension. It was kind of hard to understand from the card drawing, but the glimpse was Lancelot's armor shoulder pad. The violet thing in his chest is the wound poison he got when he was alive. Yaha, so that is the... Okay, I always wondered what that thing in his chest was. There probably was or wasn't talk of how it could be stuck on seaweed. Oh god, poor Tristan. Seriously, Tristan is really depressing character. It's just really sad. Why does it every night need to be fucking sad, man? God damn it. And now compensate. Oh Jesus Christ, Potato have wrote a novel here. Potata. Warning, I will talk a lot. Incredible! Tristan, the second most Flandrized character of the round table. Maybe the most Flandrized, depending on who you ask. Though I think Lancelot got the prize for that. Get some actual characterization is yeah, that is kind of amazing. I have to say though, his admonition towards the King of Night skill rubs me the wrong way. I talk trash, now I have a skill for it. Not just that, but the skill effects are... Nani? And the description also rubs me the wrong way, but I will acknowledge that I must be nitpicking nothing at this point, but it reads me like, I'm sorry Tristan, but Artori hanging flaws? What? Are you R-worded? Yeah, I say it like that. Fight me. Of course, I grasp the meaning of the skills, but they sound a bit weird first in any event. I'm probably just over-analyzing or something like that. I need to check again, did I? I already forgot his skills. Oh yeah, that's true. Just saying something mean and you get the skill from that. That's cool. If I say mean things, can I get skills? I would appreciate that. Anyway, I personally think they did a shit job. I don't know if it's a math or just a translation that explained the Tristan and sold the myth. So I will take upon myself to explain it a bit better very quickly. Oh, thank you. I did get so fucking confused. Tristan works as a knight under his uncle, King Mark, and runs an errand for his uncle, which happens to be going all the way to Ireland to say to Princess Isolde, "Hello, ma'am, would you like to get hitched with my uncle?" To which he answered natural, "Hell yeah, dude." Anyway, on the way there, Tristan slays a dragon. FGO clearly mentioned this, only smart people saw it. I'm not smart, I didn't see that. What happened? Anyway, they go their merry way and somehow ending up drinking a love potion, referred to as aphrodisiac in the mat, and falling in love. They face the usual trials, but even in love, they're retaining their sense of loyalty to the king. Yaha! Okay, that... I was so confused by that, like, what? Where the fuck did the aphrodisiac come from? What happened? That's so fucking confusing! And Mark is not happy to being cucked and pursues them until he comes to terms with being cucked. Yes, this is the Royal Knights of Cuckery. They make amends and Tristan kind of gives Isolde back and gets fuck out of here. In Brittany, he married another girl named Isolde of the White Hands, which leads me to assume that only her hands are white for some reasons, you know? Yeah, that is very weird. He gets wrecked by a poison weapon and sends a DM for Isolde one. Isolde one. It's only she could heal him. If she agrees, she will come in with a white sail, otherwise a ship with a black sail. Weisel finds out and lies to him, saying that both, yeah, okay. I thought Isolde of the White Hands were the same as the other Isolde. Jesus Christ, that is so convoluted. Holy crap. If she agrees, she will come with a white sail, otherwise a black. White Isolde finds out and lies to him, saying the boat had a black sail. He gets Despacito levels of sad, turning his head and dying shortly after that. Isolde one arrives and embraces him, dying alongside because of the poison. Oh shit. It is said that the two trees grow out of the grave in an intertwining way that no one could separate them. This is the base story which all other versions are believed to have been written on. Now in the Arthurian myth, Tristan is a rival with Lancelot and King Mark is just your run-of-the-mill villain. I honestly like more like, yeah, you know what, we hash it out, we're friends. And yes, there is a gruesome Germanic version as some sources state. Of course there's one. Meh, makes sense. Finally, sorry for the lengthy talk. Now, I like it, Matt. Thank you for explaining, because I was very confused by the maths here. It didn't make much sense to me. I was making up for all the time lost. I hope it has given you a little more understanding of the Tristan myth than FGO, in case you didn't know. So see you next week if I don't slack off. You won't slack off! Okay, I'm sending med down. Yeah, seriously, Potato, thank you for taking time to explain, because I was very confused. I really didn't get the entire thing, since I haven't really read much about the the stories about that. I guess now Isolde and Tristan and stuff like that, but yeah, it is very poorly formatted here actually. So, and yeah, I kind of like Tristan. I mean, I know it's a lot of clownery on him. You know, it's a lot of memes with like, oh, Despacito and all of that. But and of course, the entire thing that he's just a very depressed boy and all of that. But I kind of like him. You know, I like his design, and I think while his game mechanic and all that, I'm not really super fond over. Like, I feel like it's like, kind of lackluster, to be honest. In my opinion. But I kind of like him though, you know. And yeah, about the same like with Lancelot, you know. They're like, yeah, B tier, I would say. I don't know what my tier list is, but I would say they are something like that. I feel like they're okay characters. Kind of getting a lot of memed on and all of that though. But yeah, seriously though, that it is who they are. Gosh, but yes, seriously though, this was the very first FGO Thirstday in a very long time, and once again, thank you, Potato, for making this happen, for helping me to oh god, set this up so I can read them here today with all of you guys. And yeah, we will be back next week, hopefully, with some more FGO Thirstdays. So thank everyone for watching. See you later, and have a continued super great day.